Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. And that's in there at the knees.
You can feel the extra attention on Elly anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next.
Balls,
he can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got it. And now 1 away. Here comes Bryce Harper.
The first baseman, Bryce Harper.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Pearson. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Just missed.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Around first and hustling for second.
Zachary never throw that pitch.
And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Fucking Zachary's on never throw that sinker down.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
That one misses. And 1-1. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping guys off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Got him swinging. Next to hit, Bernie Williams. Up the middle, and that chance handled. On the run, sends it over to first, and that's a nice. Back here at Coors Field, top of the second, leading off, Brian Reynolds. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Late with the swing there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Carter makes the grab. 1 away. Here's Francisco Lindor.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And that one fouled off. That misses. Ball 1.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie.
And a superb diving catch.
Some bullshit. We good. Not even tripping.
Nick Kurtz getting ready to hit. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1-1. Ball. That's inside.
2 outs, base is empty.
Fuck, man.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And we're back. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Ball 1, no strikes.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Now 1-1.
1-1.
Rip to first, caught.
Don't you do that ever again.
That is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Nick Kurtz, the next to hit, takes outside. Second inning here, no score. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Evan Carter in the box now. No balls and a strike. swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Slowly on the ground to short. Lindor tosses across to first. 3 up. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Now it's the DH, Kyle Higashioka.
And why are you always on the part you in the car?
Misses for ball 1. Swung on, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. A massive home run. It's 1-0. And now here is Evan Carter. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's outside. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
So the lineup flips over. Jason Dominguez now at the plate.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
2 balls,
pitch
no
out,
strikes.
But no action. 1 on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that one fouled off.
Early.
Well struck, right field. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Early again.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Marte batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Leave that shit up on.
And there's 2 away. Here's Jose Ramirez. Doubled his first time. And a foul ball. Carter off of first with 2 away. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Zach Geloff. Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Fuck that leadoff double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Cut on and missed at 101. And it's 1-1. Just missed.
Outside.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2-2 now. And that one is inside.
Well, this is such a tough offense. That pitcher needs those pitches called for strikes. You don't want to give these hitters any more advantage.
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Bro, what, bro?
Well, just a nice job coming through in a
very late hit
spot right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Nope.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now 1-2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
And
that one just missed off the outside edge. And that just misses.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball.
There goes the runner. Called strike 3.
And that's a
no throw. He's in there safely. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So here is Bryce Harper. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Second and third, one away here in the last half of the third. There's the swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. We'll see if he continues to climb the ladder.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
2 on, 1 out.
2 balls,
in
2
the
strikes.
dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. 2-2 now. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Drops into the glove. 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Mike Piazza. In the air out towards right center. Reynolds on the run. Makes the grab, and that ends the inning. On to the fourth, and now the switch hitting catcher, Carlos Santana. May back to work.
Nope, ball 1.
Just missed.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
To first, that's the first out in the top of the fourth. Ryan Reynolds here. Fly to left his first time. Out towards right center field. Carroll moving under it. Makes the grab for the second out. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Good.
Checks over to first. Back safely. And misses inside. On the ground, right side. Slings to first. Third out, and that ends the frame.
Yeah.
Back here in Denver, stepping in, Bernie Williams. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
High fly ball out towards left center. Reynolds pulls that one down, and there's 1 down. So digging in,
Now
Jose
batting,
Ramirez. 0 for 1
Jose
so far.
Ramirez.
That's off the
Inside
inside
ball
corner, and that's ball 1. And a foul ball. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the dirt, and a count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Nick Kurtz, the next to hit. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That's down and in. That one finds the zone. 3-1. That one in triple digits.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ground ball could be 2. Here's Marte for 1, and that's 2.
Chill out. Yeah, we go for it. We go figure it out.
Back here at Coors Field, and now the DH, Kyle Higashioka. And a swing and a miss there.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Carroll hustling after it. And there's 1 away. Now it's the right fielder, Evan Carter. Walked his first time. Carter, only 20 years old. Usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Next offering is in for a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
One ball.
Pitch is in the dirt.
Strikes.
Now 1-2. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. And a good eye there.
2-2 the count. Count's full.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Dominguez up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at one down low. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Going back on this one.
Oh my God, they
crazy,
got out.
Folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
That's weak
Base
as
is
hell.
empty with 2 away.
Oh, I'll take it.
Ketel Marte up to the plate.
I'll take it.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. And that one pulled foul.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
May comes set. Now that's smacked to right center. Lays out and makes the play.
This nigga here just fucking hitting everything, bro. Grabbing everything.
Bottom of the inning, and now Evan Carter.
The left fielder.
All these fans. Definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Ball one there. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Geloff in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Fastball for a strike.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
This is Corbin Carroll. He swings and fouls one off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive.
That ends the inning. And we're back. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
And takes low for ball 1. That one lifted to left. Carter on the move. Hauls it in for the out. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds.
Let's drop it.
And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be a Aggressive. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cover was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
The count.
Lindor at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there.
Hey, doubled up on the off-speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Popped up. And it falls. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
He tried
so next,
he tried to let
Nick
it drop.
Kurtz,
Dumbass.
0 for 2 in this one. Gagne checks the runner. Reynolds dives back in safely.
He tried to let it drop. So you get me out in a second.
Another throw to second. And he's back again.
Safe.
First pitch misses.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get out of this.
And another ball. Runners at first and second with one gone. And we're in the top half of the sixth. That missed inside. And that's ball 3. And they're all loaded up.
That's out.
Well, interesting. He went with the off-speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Higashioka in the box, lays off for ball 1. Reynolds, the runner at third. Lindor on second. Kurtz at first. One gone.
Whatever you trying to do.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. And that's
ball
downstairs. 2. And the count's even at 2.
3-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. And now the right fielder, Evan Carter.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Bases loaded, 1 away. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball 1, no strikes.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
So
2 balls and no strikes.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count. Bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
What's wrong with this kid?
So bases all loaded up. Here's Ketel Marte. Tap foul at the plate. That one missed. 2 outs. Bases are full. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just off the outside edge. Ball 4. He's walked in a run.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. And foul ball. And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself.
He's out.
That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. That clips the corner.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
A little bit low.
1 ball,
you know, one of the most
strike.
memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years.
That's ball 2.
He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. And now here is Harper.
Such a good hitter, good player, but when he's in strikeout mode, they can just pile up pretty quickly.
0-1's the count.
Next
Nope,
offering
that's
is
the ball.
downstairs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
And it really looks like these hitters
One
have been
ball,
in
2
between
strikes.
with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Next to hit, Mike Piazza. That to right. Carter on his way over. Has room, and he makes the catch. Back here in Denver, top of inning number 7. Here's the catcher, Carlos Santana. And first offering is fouled off.
They ain't troll. That's why I say OL, because I know what they're trying to throw.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
No ball, 2
Ball might
strikes.
have changed directions 3, 4, maybe even 5 times on its way to the plate, and that's how it's able to get a hitter to chase like that. Sometimes it looks so easy to hit when you're watching it on TV or maybe in the on-deck circle, but when you're up there at the plate, it can be one of the most confusing things
what
you've
the fuck?
ever seen.
Reynolds now the box comes up empty with a swing there.
Oh my God, bro. These niggas here.
Swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there.
0-2.
Just pulled the string.
That missed
1
by a
ball,
lot.
2
Now
strikes.
1 and 2. Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Now these niggas toxic.
Swing and a miss, and he
What?
was fooled.
Man, I don't
0-2
know if
is
he's
the
going in
count.
the zone or not, bro.
Fans another, and that's 3.
Oh my God. Man,
Back
fuck
here
them
at Coors Field, set for the last half of the 7th, and now the center fielder, Bernie Williams.
You can tell
Yeah,
by their
talk about it.
swings, this lineup is having trouble.
The 0-1.
Now pitching. Randy.
Swings and
Johnson.
blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the
Niggas
wall.
getting everything, huh? Ain't no way to hit that though.
And that's a leadoff double.
99 up the bat.
Everything
He pulled
came
that.
together for him. I'll tell you,
guess.
when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way. If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Now, Nick Kurtz. 101 on the gun, swing and a
0-1's the
miss. And now
That's
the
a
count
ball.
is even. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball,
Williams
2 strikes.
over at second, 1 down. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Evan Carter will hit next. Swings through that one.
That pitch started
0-1.
in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and
Man, they
very
could've seen, nigga.
difficult, especially for a left-handed
ball,
hitter
2
to
strikes.
track.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Hey, look at the picture we facing. I want to look at
And
his
we're
overall.
back.
51 overall.
And
Watch
now the
this
first
shit.
baseman, Nick Kurtz.
Good
Up the
no.
middle. Now a jump throw. Got him. Nice play.
How you even hit that
And
shit?
next is the designated hitter, Kyle Higashioka. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Pulls it in on the warning track. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Evan Carter. And that's
Ball
off
inside.
the inside edge. 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Fastball
Oh,
is
that's just out.
outside. Swing and a miss. And the count is 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
3-2.
Swing, and that one's hammered.
Oh,
Deep
you
drive.
caught that
Way
bitch low?
back there. Bye-bye.
Fucking show is stupid.
A gigantic blast.
Oh, you got her.
And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. Now at the plate, Jason Dominguez. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye.
Stop doing that
Into the
weekend
second
shit.
deck
Throw
it
something
goes.
else, nigga.
He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run.
Nigga
It's
think that
7-0.
Nigga think
And
that
he
shit
can't
ain't
come
hittable.
up with it. Still fires
Bitch.
to first. And the inning is over. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated?
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike. Now here is Corbin Carroll, 1 for 2.
Carroll.
Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that is downstairs. And the count even 1-1.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Santana collects, fires to first. Out on the drop third strike, 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Right side. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. And the batter now, Carlos Santana. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. That's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Rocketed out towards right center. Williams makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Brian Reynolds digs in now. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
That's inside.
Ball 1.
And there's a ball.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And no one can get there. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Back-to-back base hits. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Foul ball there. And that's the 3rd out. Last chance for the home team. And now, Bryce Harper. Johnson back to work. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
The count.
That one drilled left field, and that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting.
And here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That one at triple digits.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Bernie Williams. Inside, just missed. A little out front there as he swings through it.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball.
This one in the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike. Hey!
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. And now Jose Ramirez. In the dirt, but kept close.
All 1's the count.
In the dirt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Nice job behind the plate there. Johnson is just 1 strike away on the ground, and this should do it. And that'll do it. This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
What? What happened? Back all the way out. Oh, yeah, it's a glitch. You got the invite, Lo? Oh no. Oh no. I hope they ain't fucking 1600 rating. I don't think it's gonna be. They might be in between it, bro. think they're gonna be 1,000 rated low? See? I know he was good. Hopefully, huh? I think we should be good though. It took forever to search for a game, bro. In Toronto. I think it's Toronto.
Okay, all set to go. Now a chance for Jason Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez.
Cliffy. Slow shit.
Lee.
Sometimes I'm
And there's one down. An outstanding.
Oh, no, we all off though. We good. Think.
Hitter in Ketel Marte. Inside, just missed. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2 balls, no strikes.
He's got it. There's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
The third baseman.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Pulls that one foul.
That shit all slow, bro.
Judge cutting across. And that is that. We go to the bottom of the first. Now the left fielder, Ted Williams. On the ground to short. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Got late he was on that.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Strike 2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Got him. 1 gone here. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
So scared
Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Ramirez tosses to first, and that
he's got to hit the ball. We gonna be good.
And we're back. Now it's going to be Carlos Santana. Fouled off left side. Santana goes 5 feet 11 inches batting in the cleanup spot. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. That's out to center field. Crow Armstrong settles under it. And a quick out, number 1. Bryan Reynolds here. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. Change up on the corner, and that's a strike.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's out.
Misses outside. Ball 2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Foul ball.
And that's got extra bases written all over it. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Man at second. Yeah, that's fouled off. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. That one fouled off. 2-2. Reynolds, the runner at second with 1 away. Next offering misses down and away.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
The fight low.
And he deals. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Nick Kurtz stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Throw to second, safe.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Step off, throw to first. Lindor back in there. And now it's even up.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one is absolutely belted. He's under it. Snags it for the second out.
Get his angle.
At the plate, Kyle Higashioka. High fly ball out towards left field. He's under it. He's got it. And that's the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Ketel Marte. And there's a foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Troy Gloss now at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
1-1.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here is Nick Kurtz. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. They say it went. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. And 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine.
Fans another. On to the third inning. And now the right fielder, Evan Carter.
Right fielder, Evan Carter.
Lee back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
That ball's foul.
And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Fucking weak ass pitches he pitched.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
No balls, 2
Dominguez,
strikes.
the base runner at first with 1 out. And that skips in the dirt.
How you got on? You got a hit?
1 ball, 2
amount
strikes.
of pitches that can end up in the dirt. A good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Judge pulls it in on the run.
Oh, fuck, dude. This fucking pitcher is annoying.
And here is Jose Ramirez. Flied to right his first time. Cut on and lifted in the air. Judge puts it away, and that is that. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the DH, Zach Neto. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Swings through that.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
There's the splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. Santana collects, fires to first.
He's out.
Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Ethan Salas getting ready to hit.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
The count.
1 down, base is empty. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
I just think it's Bonds.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ted Williams, the next to hit. Slider right there.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Swinging a foul out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got it! And how about that? And we're back. Start of the fourth, and now the switch hitting catcher, Carlos Santana. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And that one ripped to left. Williams makes the grab. One up, one down. Here's the center fielder, Brian Reynolds. Doubled his first time up. Ball one there. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Line drive.
Get down, ball.
Diving, makes the grab. Now here is Nick Kurtz. Fly to center his first time. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
0-1.
Lee over to first.
No,
Reynolds back in on a dive. That one not close. 1-1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ground ball. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So now the DH spot, Kyle Higashioka.
Ball one.
And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Look at it.
1-1.
Gloss.
Shit, bro.
Off balance throw in time.
Fuck me.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, and now Pete Crow Armstrong. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And that's in the dirt. And the count is 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Ball.
And a swing and a miss.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts. It's Aaron Judge now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Struck him out swinging. He's now struck out 8 in a row. Dozier at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
That's outside. And the count 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a swing and a drive.
Why don't you throw that shit in the
And
zone,
that gets down in the corner. Around first, heading for two.
Fastball, so get the
Throws
fuck
to
out this
second,
inning.
and that's a two-bagger.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Marte swings through it for strike one. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Ball.
Next offering is down low. Strike three looking. That pitch was humming in at 1. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Evan Carter. And that one hit to first. No play. That's an infield single.
His nigga didn't press O.
So the batting order turns over. And the batter now, Jason Dominguez. And fouled off. Carter gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next pitch off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, my God.
On the ground, 2 ball. Here's Marte for 1. Relay to first, double play. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Huge sigh of relief right there. Big time pitching to induce the double play. Erase what could have been the go-ahead run.
Fair ball.
I'm going to get us a shot, bro.
And now here is Jose Ramirez. And it stays fair. Marte around second. Headed for the plate. He's in there.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that is that.
What, bro?
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the third baseman, Troy Gloss.
That's 100. 100 off the bat, bro.
And that one fouled off. Late with the swing there.
Kelly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. Kurtz stands in now and watches strike one. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
The designated hitter, number 9.
And now the DH, Zach Neto. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss, strike one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
2 outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And ring him up, says Patrick. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. Lee back to work. Pitch misses, ball 1.
Well, these players doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Throws to first in time. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. That one inside, and it's 2-1. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Pitch
Ball
misses,
three.
and now 3 balls and a
3
strike.
balls, 1 strike.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Three-two. Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 down, base is empty.
Holy
Digging
Lord,
in,
what the
Nick
fuck?
Kurtz, 1 for 2. First
Ball
pitch misses. He was late there, strike 1.
Awesome.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. It's in and out
so
of his
early
glove.
on everything,
Still
dog.
finds a way to get off a throw, and it's a 1-2. Bottom of the 6th, and now the catcher comes up to him. Ethan Salas. Swing and a miss as he was late.
When a guy's throwing a lot of
0-1.
first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Santana collects, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop, 3rd strike. Next to hit, Ted Williams.
You're best when you let the game come to you. He tried to make too much happen right there.
Ball.
Not his best at bat.
Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's a
2
check
balls,
swing and
no
a ball in the
strikes.
dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. And that's
Nope,
outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And there's the automatic. And he blows that one by him at 100.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Center fielder,
Now the number
4,
2 hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's too
That's a
low. Ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Hey!
And add another K. That's number. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7.
pitching.
Now it's the DH,
Michael.
Kyle Higashioka.
Kopech.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1. On the ground to first. He'll do it himself.
He's out.
And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Evan Carter digs in now. And there's a strike.
That's a real nice cutter right there. This guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
And that's a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
If he throw a ball here, I'm going to go to the next pitch.
Kopech to throw over.
Oh.
Now, Jason Dominguez. There's a strike. Carter leads off
0-1.
first with 1 away. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball. Now they get the runner and a rundown.
Why he kept running? I just had a bad jump, bro. That's my fault.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field.
Man, we can't get shit,
He's
huh?
got it. And that is out number 3. Bottom of the inning. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brian Dozier.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And he swings through that one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fans another, and that's 9 straight strikeouts. Here's Ketel Marte. Just off the inside edge. That one in triple digits.
So I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
There's a swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
Swing and a miss. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. Stepping in, Ketel Marte.
Yo. Yeah.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So
I was on TikTok while I'm playing with Lou.
the inning.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Into center. Corrals it. And there's one down. Here's the catcher, Carlos Santana. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Man at first, one away. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Marte around second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Marte throws to first in time. And they take care of Reynolds for the out. Here's Francisco Lindor. Kopech throw over. Santana back on a dive. And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. And now maybe extra bases. And it gets by him. The run comes in from second, and they take a 3-run lead. And they'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Kurtz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And there's a hit. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with 2 out. So digging in, Kyle Higashioka. 0 for 3 in this one. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
So now a pinch hitter, Gavin Lux. Two-out opportunity for him with runners on the corners.
Fuck.
In plenty of time to first. That ends. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Leading off, Troy Gloss. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And there it is. It's 11 consecutive strikeouts. History on display. What a moment. Kurtz now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Count.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
To the right side, Marte tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Neto in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
They already got 20. Yeah, 21.
Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
1 ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Did you say they play on veteran?
This one in the air center field. Reynolds on the run. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the right fielder, Evan Carter. Trinan back to work. And ball 1 to the right fielder. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground right side, Dozier. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. That one hammered left field. That's back there. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. He jacks that one out to left. It's 5-zip. And now it's going to be Ketel Marte.
No, that's foul.
Foul ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Crow Armstrong should have it. And it's caught for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Ramirez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
1-1.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Next offering way upstairs. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons.
The catcher, number 41.
2 out, space is empty. Santana. And now Carlos Santana. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Gloss makes the play, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And here's the catcher, Ethan Salas.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one
No
darting
balls,
out
two
of the
strikes.
zone. This one lifted in the air, left field. Dominguez towards the line. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. One out. Ted
The left
Williams
fielder,
now at the
number
plate.
9,
1 for
Ted
3.
Williams.
You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this
Counts
efficient
1-0.
and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. It's just something
That's ball
about
2.
that 9th inning. But being at under 100.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on here, Nate Pearson.
Pearson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Now here is Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. To first, and this should do it. Kurtz steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.
Man. Look who the fuck they had us playing. What the fuck? I'll take the free dub. What you at, Lo? What you at? Huh? Hello? Yo, how much you got last game? You probably had to restart your app. Yeah, that's what they did for Homie too. Oh, you see what he was playing about for 280. Why? Didn't even kick us out the game. You coach out.